Parenting nearly broke me, but here's what saved us. I don't think anyone can fully prepare you for the version of yourself you meet when you become a parent. I'm not talking about the soft, generous, patient side everyone loves to celebrate. I mean the exhausted, overwhelmed, stretched so thin side that shows up at 3 a.m. when you're running on fumes and still expected to function. There was a stretch of time, longer than I like to admit, when I felt like I was barely holding things together. The tantrums, the constant demands, the sleep regressions, the guilt, the mental load. It all piled up. Parenting didn't just challenge me, it cracked me open. And for a while, I genuinely believed I was failing. What broke me wasn't one big moment. It was the accumulation of 100 small ones. The spilled milk when we were already late. The nap that didn't happen. The meltdown in public that made me want to disappear. The days I tried so hard only to feel like it still wasn't enough. I found myself snapping faster, crying more, and feeling ashamed of how often I felt unqualified to raise the tiny human depending on me. But here's the part I didn't expect. The thing that saved us wasn't some perfect parenting strategy or magic routine. It wasn't a color-coded schedule or the latest expert advice. What saved us was something much simpler, something I had resisted for far too long. I stopped trying to be the version of a parent I thought I should be, and I started meeting my child exactly where they were. Instead of fighting their big feelings, I started acknowledging them. Instead of trying to manage every moment, I gave both of us more breathing room. Instead of assuming their behavior was a reflection of my competence, I reminded myself that kids struggle because they're kids, not because I'm inadequate. But the real turning point, I finally allowed myself to get support. I talked honestly with my partner instead of pretending I was fine. I opened up to a friend who told me, "You're not alone. This is hard because it's hard, not because you're doing it wrong." I read about co-regulation, not as a technique to fix my child, but as a way to ground myself when everything felt chaotic. And I made peace with the fact that rest isn't optional, it's essential. Slowly, our home shifted, not because my child changed overnight, but because I did. My reactions softened. My expectations got more realistic. The pressure I was placing on myself began to loosen, and my child could feel it. They met my calm with more calm of their own. Parenting nearly broke me, yes. But it also rebuilt me in ways I couldn't see when I was in the thick of it. It made me stronger, more compassionate, more attuned, not just to my child, but to myself. So if you're in that heavy season where everything feels like too much, I hope you remember this. You're not failing, you're growing. And sometimes the moment we feel most broken is the moment something new is quietly beginning to heal.